Hello, New Canaan High School. I'm Harvey Duplo coming to you, not live, and also from my basement. That's right, coronavirus might have closed our schools, but the news never stops. The news never stops, and because of this, we've got updates on what will happen to upcoming school events such as Mamma Mia and Ram Jam, when the SAT is taking place, and also we've got a message from our beloved principal, Mr. Egan. In fact, I can't wait to hear from him, so let's kick off the show with his message. Mr. Egan.
Hi kids, welcome back to e-learning. You know, truthfully, I'm sure you've been thinking about this for a while now, like how's this going to work? What are we going to do? You know, ultimately we got your back. Together we are all in on this. Make sure you check in with your teachers. They know how to help you. They're going to be here for you. And if you need something from us, we are always here. Remember, together we achieve more, and we love you guys. So anyway, have a great day, great week, and we will see you soon.
Thank you, Mr. Egan. Now, as all of you guys already know, school will be closed for the next 2 weeks. If you didn't know that, then what are you doing? God, I hate being at school right now. That'd be awkward, wouldn't it? School closing, however, doesn't mean that the learning will stop. We are now moving to e-schooling, and your teachers have prepared some amazing plans just for you. But let's take a look at what your schedule will look like for the next 2 weeks. The modified school day will be from 8:30 to 2:25, with classes being 40 minutes each, and there will be a 5-minute passing time in between. Period 2 starts at 9:15. Period 3 at 10, Period 4 at 10:45, Period 5 at 11:30, Period 6 at 12:15, Period 7 at 1, and finally, Period 8 will start at 1:45. But what about lunch, you were wondering? Well, you're at home, so figure it out yourself. Now, teachers will be doing different things, so make sure that you're checking your email, Google Classroom, and Schoology. As of right now, the last day for e-learning will be Wednesday, March 25th, with students returning to the school on Thursday, the 26th. Now, for those of you who are planning on taking the SAT this Saturday, you're going to be shocked to hear this news. It's been cancelled. Students that did register for that exam should have received information about when and where they can take the next SAT from College Board in either your email or your actual mail, if people still use that. As for the state-mandated SAT, which juniors was going to take on Wednesday, March 25th, well, that has also been postponed. Instead, that test will now be administered on April 28th and April 29th, but keep an eye out as more information becomes available. Now, next week was supposed to be the showing of NCHS's musical production, Mamma Mia. Sadly, this will not be taking place due to the school closure. However, all that hard work and effort that went into this production will not go to waste. Opening night has been moved to May 29th, and there'll be more showings on May 30th. Right now, there aren't any updates regarding ticket information, but we'll update you guys as soon as we find out. Also, this does mean Footloose has been cancelled, so apologies to anyone who wanted to sign up for that. And we have even more coronavirus cancellations. Ram Jam will also no longer be taking place on Friday, March the 27th. But that is all we know about Ram Jam. But as soon as any more updates become available regarding the event status, NCTV will make sure to keep you guys updated. That is, if you're following us on Twitter. A hint hint, a wink wink. And our final update for you guys is regarding our senior internship training days. The first one was supposed to take place on March the 25th, but that has, you guessed it, been postponed to a later date. That date, however, is not known, but once again, the moment NCTV has an update, we will let you know. Now, that's all the news I have for you guys right now, but there's been a lot of press about the SEAC cancelling all the sports, but there are still some teams to talk about, so I'm going to leave you guys for now, but I'll leave you with someone who knows more about sports than I ever will. That's right, Ian Nicholas is here with the latest, but when I say here, I don't actually mean here because we're not we really shouldn't be near other students or something, to that extent, rules or whatever. Ian, take it away.
Thanks, Harv, and hello, NCHS. It's Ian Nicholas coming to you from my basement. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say. And yes, that is a treadmill in the background. I've got to stay as active as our student athletes, too. Anyway, although the SEAC canceled the rest of the winter playoffs, there were some Rams competing in early round action. So let's get right to it. This is your sports report. Man, this stinks with no musical intro. We'll just have to carry on without it. Unfortunately, the boys' swim and dive team didn't get the chance to head up to Yale Pool and compete in states, so they finished their season 6-4 in meets and placed 4th in FCACs. This team was led by some terrific senior captains, Bart Codd, Patrick Caldwell, Will Fannin, and dive captain George Moore. Speaking of Bart, if you had a chance to read his article in the Rudin Report about the emotions he and his fellow swimmers are feeling about the abrupt end to their season, it is well worth your time. The Rams had numerous boys who would qualify for the states, 11 of them to be exact. Most of them were non-seniors, meaning Coach Cap Munson has a great roster to work with and get stronger with next year, with rising seniors Mikey Rivas, Gianfranco Pazzolini, and Patrick Wadelski leading the way. Boys basketball, who were looking to repeat as state champs, began their quest on Monday, hosting 20-seed Bloomfield in the D3 tourney. Unexpectedly, this was their last game of the season, a back-and-forth battle where NC only led by 5 at the half and Bloomfield tied it up after 3, but the Rams saved their best for the fourth, winning 59-51. They would have advanced to the second round for a rematch versus Fairfield Lolo in normal circumstances on Wednesday. Alex Gibbons led the way with 21 points and 4 threes, and Captain Ryan McAleer added 10. Gibbons was also named All-FCAC third team, and McAleer was an All-Defensive selection too. This was one heck of a way to end the career of 8 stellar seniors who have done so much to re-energize basketball at NCHS. This senior class was one that Coach Melzer walked into NCHS with, and he told me before the game it would be special to walk out with a win and keep things going. Well, he got that win, and that's a great way to leave it, in a sense. Also, they had a fun scrimmage between the seniors and underclassmen on Wednesday, where the young Bucks, the future, won 88-86. Senior Colin Russo dropped 40, according to Coach McAteer. Girls hockey also ended their season on a high note after defeating Suffield 5-1 in the first round of states on Saturday. The Harden sisters led the way, with Kaylee scoring 4 goals and McKenna scoring 4 assists. Both were named to the All-FCAC first team alongside junior goalie Blythe Novick. Congratulations to the ladies on a wonderful season, who should advance to the state semifinals on Tuesday, and they should have played Simsbury. The ladies finished 13-5-2 overall, graduate 5 tremendous seniors, including Lizzie Kaczynski, Sophie Potter, and Quincy Connell. The captains. Last Saturday, boys hockey traveled over to Dorothy Hamill Ice Rink in Greenwich to take on arch rival Darien in the FCAC Championship. After losing to the Blue Wave 10-2 earlier in the year, they completely flipped the switch this time around, dominating Darien 4-3. The Rams scored in the first minute and later got a pair of shorthanded goals from junior Griffin Dean. But it was freshman goalie Bo Johnson who stole the show with an impressive 34 saves and earning the title of tournament MVP. This team truly looked poised to compete for its first state title in 48 years, but would sadly not get the chance. But ending with a win against Darien in the FCAC chip, after getting practically crushed by them just earlier in the season, it shows the heart and character of NCHS athletics at its finest. Be proud, boys. Finally, I'm excited to talk about one student's athletic career for one last time. Senior wrestling star Tyler Sung, who last weekend won his second New England title, became just one of just 17 Connecticut wrestlers of all time to win multiple regional championships. This season, despite missing major time with a knee injury, Tyler won FCACs, states, state opens, and New England's, not losing a single match along the way. For the last time, Tyler, you are Ram of the Week. And thanks for showing the entire NCHS community how hard work and dedication can lead to greatness. We wish you the best of luck in your wrestling future at Lehigh next year. The coronavirus has wreaked havoc on our athletics and Ram schedules, so I don't know when we'll have the opportunity to provide you with more sports coverage. But our athletes must stay optimistic and get ready for their spring seasons, and our winter athletes, no matter how their careers finished, should be proud of what's been a fantastic sports season. And me? I'm heading back to the treadmill. The spring announcing season is almost here. Stay active, stay healthy. NCHS will see you before you know it.
Thanks, Ian. Now, guys, this might be my first time in front of the green screen in 469 days. Nice. And yes, I counted. But that doesn't mean I'm giving you guys the weather update. Instead, let's head on over to McKenna Usher for this weekend's weather report.
Thanks, Harvey and Dylan. I know that this week the weather has been feeling more and more like spring, but the temps will decrease gradually as we go into the weekend. What's up, NCHS? I'm McKenna Usher, here to give you this weekend's weather. These past few days have been pretty warm, but this weekend's temperatures look to go down a bit. Today we woke up with some showers that will continue throughout the morning. The lows for today will be in the 40s and the high will likely be in the 60s. Moving on to Saturday, it's looking a lot cooler, with a low in the high 30s and a high in the low 50s. Thankfully, there'll be no rain, but we'll see a trend of partly cloudy skies throughout the weekend. Today's a perfect day to stay inside and hang out with some friends. On Sunday, it will get even colder, with temps in the low 30s and only reaching up into the high 40s. The sky will stay partly cloudy, so if you decide to go out, don't forget to bring a sweatshirt wherever you go. Now, looking into next week, we'll see lots of rainy skies, but luckily, temps will rise into the high 50s as the week goes on. Harvey, Dylan, I know this week has been pretty warm, and it looks like next week it will be as well.
Thanks, McKenna. Now, there is no Dylan today. But before we go, we would like to wish a very happy birthday to Olivia Bonyon, Kathleen Caravaggio, Courtney O'Connell, and William Watson. I hope everyone enjoys their first day of e-learning and gets some rest this weekend. Make sure to keep up to date on all your work and make sure to keep an eye on our Twitter account, NCTV78, for any updates. Also, check out our YouTube channel, NCTV78, where we will be trying to update you guys as much as we can. But you can also watch a ton of content. I mean, we've got podcasts, we've got sports broadcasts, and we've got some amazing past broadcasts. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Mr. Sabowski said that NCTV gets a pizza party if we hit 500 subscribers. I'm excited. I like pepperoni. Anyways, I'm Harvey Duplock, and this has been The News.